cash out refinance on your house might be the ticket that you're looking for to get you out of some of the uncomfortable situations that you're facing every day. I know what it's like to be in a situation where you have a lot of debt, where you have, a limited amount of income or a fixed income or whatever the case may be. It's pressure, it's stress on you, it's stress on your family. Frankly, it's a tough way to go through your life. You may have some options to refinance your house and get some cash out and pay off some debt. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking, well, I bought my house in 2021. I bought my house early in 2022. I have a 3% or 3.5% or a 4% interest rate. Heck, some of you are in the 2s, right? But does that mean that your household debt is at that low interest rate? If you're carrying, let's say you have a $300,000 mortgage and it's at 3%, and you have 40 or 50,000 of credit card debt, we know that equity is at an all-time high in the United States, and we also know that consumer debt is at an all-time high. So what you need to look at is go, hey, so my mortgage payment is $2,000 a month, but then you look at your credit card bills and you go, oh my gosh, I'm paying $1,000 here, $1,000 there. Maybe you've got an $800 car payment that you owe, another $10,000, $15,000. But then you look over here at your house and you go, wait a minute, I've got $50,000, $60,000, $80,000, $100,000 of equity. You could do potentially a home equity line of credit. Home equity line of credit is going to let you go up to maybe 80% of the value of your house. So that could get you some cash, and that interest rate, might be 9, 10, 12%. Doesn't really matter. It's going to be higher than a mortgage will be, but lower than what your credit card debt is going to be. So that might be a good option if you have a ton of equity. But let's say you don't have a ton of equity. One of the great things about a VA loan is that you can finance on a cash out refinance. You can theoretically go up to 100% of the appraised value of your property. So let's say you have $100,000 of equity in your house. By moving your interest rate, doing a cash out refinance and taking today's interest rate, and let's say just for argument's sake that we can do 6% on a cash out refinance today. Taking your $300,000 current mortgage and your $50,000 or $60,000 or $70,000 or $80,000 of high interest. Right now, interest on credit cards, 24, 25, 27%. And the worst thing about it is it's compounded daily. So that interest, it's the actual APR on that is actually much, much higher. But if you make minimum payments on your credit card, guess what? That's a 30-year loan. That is a 30-year loan if you're making minimum payments on your credit card. You take that credit card debt, you put it into a cash out refinance. We do a cash out refinance, we pay off your $50,000 of credit cards, we pay off a car, we pay off maybe, a student loan, we pay off some other installment debt for your motorcycle or whatever the case may be. And then that mortgage payment is going to be significantly lower than what your current debt is. So now you have some freedom each and every month. You have a little bit of more breathing room. Maybe you save $500 or $1,000 or $1,500 a month by consolidating all that debt into one mortgage payment. Plus, guess what? Mortgage payments are tax deductible too, right? Talk to your accountant. I'm no accountant, but the interest you pay on mortgage is typically, if you're writing off your taxes, it can typically be deducted from that. There are a lot of great reasons why you could be saved by doing a cash out refinance. It can really help your life, really help you restructure things and kind of have a reset on where things are, especially if you're going to live in this house for a long, long time. As interest rates come down, you can always do an interest rate reduction loan down the road. But I think that is the route to getting you some financial freedom and some financial flexibility in your life. It's definitely something you ought to take a look at, and you ought to talk over what your options are with a really qualified mortgage professional that can help you fit all those pieces together, show you what your household rate is, right? Everybody wants to say, well, I've got a great rate on my house, and that's fine, but your household interest rate might be much, much higher, and you may be able to reduce your household interest rate by consolidating all that debt into just one payment every single month. So that's something you may want to talk about. Call your best mortgage professional you can think of right here. Call me, let's talk about it, and let's figure out if there's something that can be done to help you out.